Well, hello. I got this idea to make a drum and bass song with guitar in it, kinda inspired by bands and artists like Pendulum, Metric and Northlane. You'll see later that it turned out way weirder than just that. But let's get started with the song. First, the main chords. This was just a simple 4-chord pattern with the last chord being the same as the first one. And then let's fix it so it's in time. I'm gonna fix it all wrong the first time, messing up the rhythm because of some kind of brain fog. But I got it there eventually. Okay, so let's jump ahead a little bit. I made all the basic instruments to get the song started. Made this very groovy and deep bass. I pretty much always like to add a pad sound to my songs because it gives this nice background ambience. And a plucky melody sound came up with very dramatic notes. Next, let's make some drums. Just gather up all the essential drum sounds you need and then start to make some kind of drum pattern out of them. Here are the drums before mixing and here after mixing. Also made those kind of dubstep style sound effects with pitch automations going on in them, and I made a sidechain for the bass. Now let's record some guitar. I just recorded some super simple power chords for this pattern. I recorded 2 tracks of the guitar and used Bias FX2 for the sound. I edited the guitar and now I'm gonna record it with Edison so that the guitar amp sound will stay in it. Let's mix it. So the guitar is in 2 tracks. One is panned 50% to the left and one to the right. I noticed that this gives the guitar sound a nice punch. Compression, EQ, reverb and soundcodizer will make the guitar sound crisp and beefy. And I put the guitars in the same sidechain channel as the bass because it sounded super cool. I added this plucky sound for the chords. I thought that it would give it more of a D&B feel to it. And a second sound for the melody. Okay, let's pause for a second. After I made that pattern, which turned out to be the chorus for the song, I started to work on the first verse. And that ended up sounding kind of melancholic and I was like, this is a very metal song type of verse. And then I was thinking that how do I get from this to the next chorus? Because the pre-chorus that I made wasn't enough and the transition to that sounded kind of bland and silly. Then I was like, how about a metalcore type of breakdown? And when I started to write that breakdown, I went to this crazy focused writing mode. And eventually it turned out to be a full 3-minute song. So I kind of forgot the video recording aspect of this until I finished with the instrumentals. But now I'm gonna do a full breakdown of the song anyways. Here it is. Yeah, I got a little bit excited. So the song starts with a little intro, then the first chorus, first verse, then the breakdown, pre-chorus, second chorus, second verse and a little guitar solo thingy, third chorus, and it ends with the breakdown. The intro is just pretty much the same instruments from the chorus with some low filter in the plucks. Gave some low filter for the guitars as well. And low filter automations also with the drums. And here's the final chorus. I made this plucky bass to give it some more kick. Recorded a guitar solo type of jam for it. Let's move to the first verse. There's just 2 chords in this verse, keeping it a little more simple. The guitars are just power chords here as well, and also linked to the sidechain channel. Here are the chords. I kept everything pretty simple in this verse. Then I made this glitch type of sound with citrus that transitions into the breakdown and continues in the background of the breakdown. And here is the breakdown. This guitar stuff still ended up sounding pretty heavy, though the tuning I used was E standard. I added this more epic sounding snare with a lot of reverb in it. Here's the glitch sound doing the same thing as the guitar, and everything else. Then we go to the pre-chorus. Some low filter transitioning with the guitar again. And the second chorus. Then the second verse. Made a more groovy riff for this one. Bit different chord pattern again. Some arpeggio piano. Drums are pretty much the same as in the chorus. Now the so-called guitar solo part of the song. And the third chorus. And the breakdown is where we ended. Now, let's record some vocals. Here's some silly sounds.
How can you not understand that the weight pour the gasoline and light the match?
And here are the vocals edited, mixed and pitch corrected. The main vocals. Backing vocals. Little more reverby. And these extra vocals that are panned 50% to the left and right. Gives the vocals a nice extra punch. And the screamed vocals. Gotta mix them a bit different, of course. Little more dry and on top than the clean vocals. Main channel and backing channel on these as well. And of course some low filter automation for the vocals as well. And here is the final song. If you want to check out the full song, I made a music video for it. Go check it out on my channel. Thanks for watching, and let's keep making music.